You're hungry? Okay, let's get it. Eat it. Are you hungry, maybe?
The whole of the setup. Camera looks a mess, but
I made a little list of a couple things that you don't get told when you're leaving the hospital as a new parent. These are things that I've learned over the past month because she turned a month on Friday and today it's Monday. So these are things that I've learned on it's June 3rd. So I've learned them on my own or over on my own, or I knew them before I had my baby, or my mom helped me figure it out. So I guess I'll start from like when you're in the hospital to like things that you learn when you're at home. So in the hospital, like the number one thing, which I talked about in my labor and delivery Q&A, part 1 and part 2. I don't know which part it's in, but I did talk about your baby being tongue tied, and if you're planning on breastfeeding, super important. You need to figure that out. So, that is one thing that they're supposed to check for that when the doctor comes in and does their like overall evaluation of your baby. They're supposed to check and see if your child is tongue tied. Whether or not you're going to breastfeed, I still think that you should definitely get the. It's just clipping, it's just a little clip, but I think that you should get it done because it could also lead to a speech impediment. And that could be like other problems down the road, bullying and just like not being able to properly express themselves, being frustrated about that. So, that could probably lead to like anxiety and all that stuff. So, I mean, I definitely think that you should get the procedure done. So that's the first thing. The second thing I guess I'm going to go with is cleaning on the little girl, her little privates. Now, in the hospital, when they told us how to give her a bath, they didn't show us anything about cleaning her down there. And so you know how when they come out, they have that white stuff, which is the stuff that's on them to keep them from getting wrinkly while they're in the womb and everything. Once you wash that, like, that stuff is down there too. And they do not tell you anything about cleaning that. So what I would recommend you do is you have to be very gentle, very delicate because that's a sensitive area. But over time, definitely keep it rinsed and clean. And I like to take little Q-tips and kind of like try to like roll because it's a thick layer of stuff and it looks white. Like you'll be able to tell like, oh, still not clean. Oh, it's still not normal. Like not normal, but it's not like, you know what I mean. So, there is that. You guys need to keep that in mind. You want to keep it clean, and because you don't know how your baby. One day they could be crying for no reason, and it's because they're itching. So you just want to keep them clean and not let it get to that point. Change their diapers often. Don't let them just sit in a diaper. So and then I guess after we did the tongue tying, keeping their little areas clean. I guess I'm gonna go with choking. I've noticed that she was doing this when I bought her home, and it was really like scary because the first time she did it, I didn't know what to do, and it was a little choking though. So thank God, because oh my gosh. So I would just pat her back because she would start choking, and she was holding her head back, and she kept swallowing like she just kept doing that, and so the first time she did it, I did not catch on. I did not know what to do. And then the second time it happened, my sister was holding her, and then she brought her to me. And something just clicked in me, and I was like, bring me that little sucker. Oh, it's over there, and I can't reach. She's eating. The little nose suckers and stuff that they give at the hospital. So I got it. My sister gave it to me. It was just like really quick. We were just like team working. Thanks, Auntie Naria. I was just sucking out her mouth, and it was like stringy, like, so I think that was stuff still coming up from her, just being born, and then just like still figuring out her body, still figuring out how to like, swallow properly, and just choking on her spit probably, but it was thicker than like their normal drool and stuff. So you guys need to keep one of those like by your bed. If the baby sleeps with you, because she sleeps in here, because like if she was to do that in the middle of the night, I'm not sleeping with her away from me. Absolutely no. Absolutely not. The third time she did it, it was a big thing. And when I'm sucking the stuff out of her mouth, her nose, I don't care where I put it at when I'm I just put it somewhere. And then if I can't find it fast enough, I'll suck it with my mouth. Like, I don't care. Burping. It's probably common sense to everybody, but some people don't know. So you want to make sure that you burp your baby and burp them after they eat every meal. Now, sometimes I'll feed her like this, and when she feeds like this and she goes to sleep, I don't need to burp her. She never spits up when she's sleeping and stuff like that. But if she's up and she's gonna be up, I try to burp her. Sometimes it doesn't matter if I burp her or not. She still does a little bit of spit up, but she doesn't ever spit up like she's throwing up or something. It's always just a little bit. But I think that's really important to burp your baby, because then, again, you don't know if your baby's gonna, like, if they're crying, if they're discomfort. I mean, if they're uncomfortable, yeah. If they're uncomfortable because they have like a huge air bubble in their stomach, or because they didn't get burped, or you'll wonder why are they spitting up all their food. You need to burp them. Like, that's something that I have to remind myself to do when I feed her. I'm still learning and reminding myself to do it. So it takes time, because you guys are both just getting in the swing of things. But yeah, so I've learned that burping is super important. And then clogged milk ducts. Oh my gosh. I didn't know what it was. Now I do. I'm trying to find the medicine that they gave me that my lactation consultant. I'll just tell you. So a clogged milk duct is when you're breastfeeding. If you see how like it's squishy and everything. Okay, when you're breastfeeding, if you have like a hard knot and it's sore and it hurts to feed, not hurts like she's not latching right or something, or he's not latching right. It hurts like something's wrong. Yeah, I'm glad that I thought to like message her, because I was like, what is wrong? And I didn't know, like, I don't know. So I just asked her and everything, and she was like, it sounds like a clogged milk duct. So the medicine that you need to get is lecithin. And she told me take it 3 times a day for 3 days. Okay. I'm lucky I have the instinct, like, let me just go and look at videos, look up other moms' experiences with a clogged milk duct, and see like what they do. So you want to take 4, because I'm telling you this because it worked for me. They can't harm you or anything. I was looking at the comments, looking at videos, and they said as soon as they got the pills, they took 4 of them immediately. They're big little capsules, like they're big capsules. So you're gonna take 4 of them, and then in a couple hours you should start feeling relief. Like, you should be good. There were moms talking about they had clogged milk ducts for 2 weeks and stuff. I had it for 2 days, and that was enough for me. Like, now she's nursing, it's normal, everything is fine. But as soon as you feel one coming on, pop 4, it'll be gone. Because no, that was hard. It felt like she was like biting me when she was nursing. I was like, what is wrong? What is wrong? And then today, I learned from like, what was it? I was talking to my mom, and she turned a month on Friday, and I think Friday or it was Saturday. The last like 2 days, she's been only sleeping if I'm holding her, and I don't want her to get that kind of spoiled, because I try to get up and do stuff now, and like when she's sleeping, when she's sleeping, you gotta decide, like, okay, should I, like, she's sleeping a little bit longer so I can get sleep in, and then like the next time she goes to sleep, I can stay up and I can clean up or cook something like that. So when she's like not letting me put her down, I can't do anything, and that's only 2 days. So my mom was like, try swaddling her really good, and I don't know why in my head I forgot to try swaddling, because it's like I'm just like getting used to being a mom, because before, like, when you're a big sibling, it's different, because like your parents do the small stuff, like the choking thing I mentioned, cleaning them really good. I mean, no, we did that too, but like having to worry about them being tongue tied, the clogged milk ducts and stuff, those kind of things your mom has to worry about. You just worry about all the cosmetics, I guess. So like, with my brother, if I had him or something, I would probably remember to swallow him, because that's what I get to do with him, because that's something that I can do. So with her, I'm doing all of the stuff. So it's hard to remember, like, oh, swaddling. Plus, she's holding her head up all the time. So I keep forgetting how tiny she is and how new she is. So when my mom said that, I was like, oh, yes, I can do that. So I swaddled her last night. She slept for like 3-4 hours. And I swaddled her today. And she slept for like 3-4 hours, like 4.5 hours or something. So that's working. If you guys have a kid that's spoiled or getting spoiled or something, try that. Man, there is great. Like, she's sleeping like, I can sleep. I can just like roll all around. Even though I don't, and I'm still very attentive. Like, anytime she moves, I get up and I'm just like, okay, you good? Okay. And then I guess that's it. And so one piece that I want to add to the end of the video is so I was thinking, you guys know our YouTube channel is AJ and Wabba. But I was wondering if you felt like maybe we should, excuse me. But I was wondering if maybe you guys thought that we should change our name. Now at first, he told me to like maybe ask YouTube and see what they think, and I was like, no, this is our channel, we can decide. But I like the name. He says he likes the name, but he wants to keep AJ and Wabba. So I want everyone else's opinion just to see. Because I was thinking that, I don't know, I was just up thinking and there was just like, it was on my mind. I don't know, like it was, I don't know, like it was just calling to me. And so the new YouTube channel name, or if we don't change it to our YouTube channel name, maybe it will be a series on the channel. I don't know. But it's called With the Grain of Sand. You guys didn't know, our last name is Sanders. And so for me, With a Grain of Sand, if the channel was named that, because I want our channel to have a meaning to it. Like, I don't care if just 3 people watch the videos. Like, I'm still gonna post because I just like, I don't know, I just like doing it. So With a Grain of Sand is kind of like when people tell you to take something, take it with a grain of salt. So With a Grain of Sand, I was thinking it means to like, just, I don't know. I told him that we were talking last night and it just popped up in my head again. Our motto is step by step, stride by stride. You know, we make it through stuff. We're living and we're learning, and there's like so many grains of sand on this earth. There's not a number that you can't count it. You know what I mean? And so that's what I was thinking. Like, people who watch our videos, they're from everywhere. And you know, each individual one of you guys have your own story. You have your own thing going on. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I was just thinking, like, I love that name. It just means so much. And I can't even like get it out into words what I'm trying to tell you guys what it means. I don't know how to explain it. It just, you guys know what I'm talking about. Step by step and stride by stride. And we are Sanders. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, so With a Grain of Sand, that will be the name. Because I don't know if it should be With a Grain of Sand or With a Grain of Sanders. And then what would our supporters be called? You know what I mean? Like, what would you guys want to, like, what are you called? Sandmites. Sand lions. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop. But like, yeah, and then, you know, like, once you get to a point where it's just like, we're gonna have some limited edition merch. Like, what? We're gonna put With a Grain of Sand on there, like, and then on the back it'll say, like, you know, step by step, stride by stride. Like, that's gonna be our motto, regardless. Because I just want us to all, like, build together. We're gonna grow together. We're a community. You know, when you guys are interacting in the comments, on social media, whatever it is. So, I mean, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I didn't mean for it to be this long because I talk too much. I can never shut up. That's probably why I like to post too, because I just like talking. So leave me some topics to talk about. Leave us video ideas. I'm being for real. Leave a comment. Thank you. Oh, and tell everybody that you know to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Support, you know, a young black couple in love trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Love you guys. Bye.